Hi, my name is MATEUS Barth and I am applying for the pre-sales position of the SAP Academy. Why am I doing it? Well, I'm not sure how, but I'm good at convincing people of my ideas and I like doing that. And if I have to do it for the rest of my life, I would be happy. I'm recently graduated here at Unicinos in São Leopoldo in business with my final thesis in strategic alliances. I speak 3 different languages, English, Spanish and Portuguese, and I work at SAP for the last 2 years. In my first year at SAP, I started at the helpline in Partner Service Delivery Team, also called PST, and I started as an intern. Fortunately, I have always had great managers here inside SAP that always helped me to find the best way, the best opportunities, how to deal with the situations. Great managers helped me and guided me to arrive where I am now. And I'm thankful for that. During this time in the helpline, it was a very important time because I had the opportunity to work with many people and open my space into the team, quickly showing results and constantly moving forward with more complex themes and topics and tickets. During this time, I was part of 2 extra projects. One of them is that I was the key user of the tool we were implementing at the time. It was also a great experience to me because you have to deal with change, with the process, with people behavior facing changes. So it was a great experience to me. And the other one, I was part of an initiative called PSD Collateral, in which we produced videos and flyers explaining what we do here because we needed to leverage our image throughout the region so people can really know what we do and how they can benefit from our services. Also a great success. In my second year of SAP, I transitioned to a position called Partner Services Advisor, but also in PSD team. In this position, you are the advisor of the partner. So you have to really make the partner trust you because otherwise they won't follow your advice. So trust is very important. And another fact that is very important to mention is that we do that all remotely. So you create trust remotely is a very difficult thing. You need to really prove your interpersonal skills to make the partner really trust you. During this time as a PSA, I deal now with 47 partners, almost 50 partners, and I have also been part of 2 extra projects. One of them was called gamification, in which we gamify the process. So we made it easier and different than it was, and we achieved great results. We achieved many people certified, people engagement with the initiative, and they were very happy with that. It was a great success. But it was also good to learn how to deal with conflicts, with people behavior, and with leadership. Great experience for my career. The second project I was part of is that I was the global point of contact of an initiative called Demo Showroom. In this initiative, we had to sell a pre-sales tools to the partners, even though selling is not the characteristics of our job. In this initiative, the PSAs have to sell a pre-sales tool to the partner, and I had to work really close with them, with leadership, to make we achieve the numbers. Otherwise, we wouldn't achieve it. We wouldn't have achieved it. So this was also a great experience to me. Now we are up to 130% of the target. No other region has achieved 100% yet. So this was a great achievement for us and for the region. Well, going to this program in California and moving to São Paulo is something that I have always dreamed, living abroad, and besides that I consider a great opportunity to my career because I will be learning with the best ones in the world, and I will be happy to be part of it. In my family, people has usually had their own business. So my father, my uncle, my cousin, even though they are young, they have their own businesses. My cousin, for example, have 24 years and has his own business. And I'm one of the few ones in the corporate world. But like them, I like to be on the field dealing with people, with problems, with changes, in an environment that is constantly changing and emerging, being created at the same time. I like environments like that. So I see myself in the field in the next years, because I love to work at SAP and I don't want to leave it. I want to be part of it, but I want to be part of the change. I want to be on the field dealing with people and using my interpersonal skills and my presentation skills to convince people of my ideas. That's what I love. Well, why SAP would run better with me? First of all, I think I'm well prepared to this position, as I mentioned earlier. I also looked at what you were looking for with this position and what I have, and I see that matches. So I see that I have what you are looking for, so it can be a great partnership, and I would be more than happy to be part of this program. Thank you very much for your attention. I'll now hand over to the presentation. Hi, my name is MATEUS BARTH, and the agenda for this presentation is how we see our customer, how we see our company, Google Maps concepts, Google Maps features, and Google Maps demo. Google, we see our customer as people that seek for information at any time, anywhere. These people like things fast, with a beautiful user interface, simple and intuitive to use. They like to have information in any device through any communication channel. There is no limitation of age. Any person can use Google. Doesn't matter if they're 7 years old or 97. What matters is how they think. They are also social. They like to stay connected and maximize their resources so they can have a great experience, no matter the weather. Google was founded in 1998 as a search engine and went public in 2004 with its headquarters in California. More than a search engine, Google became a platform with a huge portfolio of free services for the end user. We believe we became a reference in the internet thanks to our people and to our beliefs. We choose to always focus on user experience, beautiful and fast. Also, we believe that excellence is not enough, so we always focus on improving and making things better than before. That's who we are. Our mission is to organize the information in the world and make them globally accessible and useful. As we have more and more information nowadays, we have a huge portfolio of products and services, as you can see. We are proud to say that one of the products that's most fit in our customer profile is Google Maps. Google Maps in concept is a web-based mapping service that uses many technologies available integrated with maps to offer a cutting-edge experience for the end user. Its main features include find an address, visit a place remotely, locate yourself, plan routes, plan a trip, verify an address, and check the traffic on real time. Now, let's have a quick demo of these functionalities. Type in maps.google.com on your browser and then it will already load the map for you, accordingly to the location you are. You can use this bar on the left hand side to do your search. Be aware that you don't need to know all the address, but if you know a reference like this, for example, the Salgado Filho International Airport, the system, Google already tells you if this is the hint, and you don't need the full address. As you can see here, I just searched for the International Airport Salgado Filho, and it already found to me. I can use the zoom in and zoom out function, and I can also use this functionality with the screw of my mouse. As you can see here, it already loaded the maps to me, and I can see everything that is around the roads. And for example here, if I click on the top of the airport, I can see the address, the city, the website, the telephone, and if you have Google Plus, you can also give them a comment and rate the place. If you're curious about that, you can check also the photos to check how it looks like and where it's located. You can use all these functionalities with Google Maps. You can also easily navigate just dragging and run with your mouse, and you can navigate through the map. It's very easy and intuitive to use. If you want to know a place, for example, visit a place, you can drag this little guy and put him in every blue line you see. Every blue line is a place mapped by Google, by a Google camera. As you can see here, I'm in the middle of the park in Porto Alegre. There's a couple here, another guy, and I can really walk through this place. See here, I can put from the side, see how it works, and you can see here in the bottom of the screen there are some images loaded that other people already took photos, for example, of this place. And I can easily just click here, and it will take me to the photos people took of the same place I am now. For example, the lake here and so on. I can see all these pictures. I can use also the locate function if it's enabled on your browser. Just click on this button and then it will already locate where you are via your IP address. So I just click here and it located me. I have my address and I can start a route from my house, for example. I see what's nearby, the bus station, metro station, and so on. For example, places to hang out, to eat, to buy stuff, and so on. If you're new in a place, it's good to know that. So, now for example, let's plan a route to see how this functionality works. For example, if I'm from Porto Alegre and I'm going to São Paulo and I have to know how do I get to SAP, how distance it is, how bad is the traffic, if there are traffic jams, I need to know that. So for example, I just click here, selected SAP Brazil, and added another address, Aeroporto São Paulo in Congonhas. As you can see here, Google already gives me 3 different routes to arrive to that destination, and each one has different distances and different time to arrival. As you can see, there's for example 20 minutes with no traffic and 21 with traffic. In these lines here, blue lines means light traffic, orange lines means some traffic, and red lines means heavy traffic. If you see almost a red line but very dark, it's traffic jams. So there are these 4 designations. I can also check for addresses, for example. If I don't know where SAP Brazil is, I can type in here in Google Maps, I find the location and it tells me the address. For example, Avenida das Nações Unidas, and number, the floor. If I have to send a postcard or something like that to the addresses, I can use Google Maps. Now, for example, let's plan a trip. Let's suppose that I want to go to Uruguay, to this place called La Paloma, with my car and plan all the routes through that. I can just easily type in the name of the place and where I'm coming from. So I'll type in São Leopoldo, and then you can see Google Maps already give you different routes to go to arrive that place. So for example, let's add here another spot. So I'm planning my road trip. For example, I just added a place that came earlier, so it's very easy. It's just drag in and drag it down, so it already comes in place. I can add as many destinations as you want. You can add as many destinations as you want. For example, here I just added 3, 4, and now I will come back home. And here, very easy. Just click on the plus button, and it already gives you the opportunity to add another destination. So as you can see here, I already have all the information I need for my road trip. 55 hours with no traffic, almost 2,000 miles, and I can easily click on this button to print it, so I can have it printed if I don't have internet and I need to access it. All the steps I need to do to do all my trip. For the almost 2,000 kilometers, I have all the steps with images and instructions to do the trip I want. All of that planned in 5 minutes. All my trip. With no paper, no mapping paper, everything with Google Maps. Another thing that is very important to mention is that you can use the functionality to know the places you are going to. So for example, if you are an adventurous person and you like to know the places you're going to, you like to know the places before, you can see here that I can navigate through the map of the city, and I can see the spots that I can visit them. For example, here if I need a gas station, I have here. If you need a restaurant, I have here. A church, I can see all the spots mapped in the city through Google Maps. For example, hospital if I need, a college, a social club, and this kind of things. But let's suppose that I want to find a restaurant. I just put restaurants in the city I want. So Google Maps already give you the restaurants that are in the system that have their profile in Google Maps. So as you can see here, you have all the information about this restaurant, the directions, the telephone if you want to make a reservation. You can have photos, ratings, comments, everything in one place. So for example, here I can easily click and jump to one by one and find this information. Also, if I want to search for hotels, I can easily type in hotels in Montevideo, and then the system will give me all the hotels in the city. So I just come here and it will give me all the hotels that are in the system that have a Google Plus profile with all the information, the telephone, website, everything I need to make a reservation, to make sure this is good. You can see here that I also can see the prices and already make a reservation through Google Maps. So now we'll move forward to our quick Q&A. We have 2 questions on the line. The first one is, does the location function works on mobile devices? Came from Anna. Anna, yes, it does. But you have to do a previous configuration on your mobile device so it can let your application find your location. It's very easy, but you have to do this quick configuration. Second question came from John. Is it possible to use Google Maps offline? John, yes, you can use Google Maps offline if you have previously loaded the maps, but you might consider another option, that is print to PDF the instructions. So for example, if you are on a trip, you can easily access this PDF. Even though you don't have internet, you can access on your mobile mobile, you can access from your iPad or from your computer. This is very easy, another option to consider. But thank you very much for your question. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any other question, please leave it on the comments, and you also have my contacts here. Bye bye.